Gyarados EX came out of nowhere to beat 40% of the top 32 in the most recent 1500 player Pokemon TCG Pocket Tournament. How did this Pokemon show up? What is it in deck building that allowed it to be such an overnight sensation, and will it stick around? Let's take a look at the secret behind Gyarados EX in Pokemon TCG Pocket. Level 1 here is that Gyarados just has really good numbers. 180 HP is a really large amount. It means it's able to take attacks from nearly everything in the game, and because the things that it can't take attacks from are weak to Mew EX, it almost positions Gyarados as the biggest guy around. There aren't really a lot of commonly played Pokemon that are bigger or beefier than this guy. With 180 HP, he's as large as it really gets, and that 140 damage that he does will deal with a lot of what is happening in the metagame right now. The main effect that the release of Mythical Island has had on the metagame is that Mew EX has proved a meaningful counter to Charizard EX, the previous over-the-top big win deck. Now that deck already had its own problems, but getting instantly revenge killed by a Mew EX made it very hard to justify. This means that we're in search of another big top dog. Who is the guy that is going to be out here one-hitting everything? And the answer is nobody. Nobody's out here one-hitting everything. Most things are in the world where they're hitting twice into stuff like this, because Gyarados has 180 HP and Mewtwo hits for 150. This is sort of what makes Gyarados well-positioned. He's the biggest guy in a metagame that is a little bit more constrained in the mid-range. There's a lot of Pokemon being played right now with 120, 130, 140, 150 HP. And that makes Gyarados extremely well positioned as long as he is able to break through that 150 HP barrier. That is what so many of his decks are built around. The ability to get that extra 10 damage in, or as the case may be, that extra 20 damage. This is the breakout standard Gyarados list, and you'll notice that every Pokemon other than Gyarados in it is a way of getting that extra 20 damage. Druddigon, for example, if attacked by a Mewtwo EX, will put the Mewtwo EX down to 130, allowing Gyarados' attack to one-hit it. Also, Greninja's ability will allow Gyarados' attack to one-hit it. The unique thing about that especially is that it works through a card like Blue. Getting to that 160 breakpoint means that you can't even be blued out of getting your one hit with Gyarados onto a Mewtwo. And it's pretty much one-hitting basically everything else. Arcanine EX falls to Gyarados, Celebi EX falls to Gyarados, Mew EX falls to Gyarados, Pikachu EX, Articuno EX, Starmie EX, Zapdos EX, all of these cards fall to Gyarados, and that makes Gyarados sort of the biggest guy around if he is able to meaningfully deal with Mewtwo, especially in one hit, because he has that HP advantage. That's not to say Gyarados is without weaknesses, but one of the major strengths of the deck is the card Druddigon. I will admit, I personally think I underrated this card, and I also think it exceeded the expectations of even people who thought it would be amazing. What Druddigon is able to do in combination with Leaf is just basically be a giant wall for free, get that extra 20 damage in the matchups where it's necessary, and give you time to set up and get going. This is an extremely powerful card. Protecting your extremely vulnerable Magikarp is very, very important when you are building up into the biggest, meanest monster in the game. Mewtwo EX still has an advantage over Gyarados EX in the context of being a basic EX Pokemon. There's no way for you to disrupt them playing a Mewtwo EX, and there is a way for your Gyarados to get disrupted. This means that Druddigon is an excellent, unbelievably powerful option for protecting yourself and getting up to that 4 energy to start attacking with Gyarados. Because Gyarados is in a color, energy type I should say, that has access to energy ramp in the form of Misty, but it's not consistent energy ramp. So for that to happen, Gyarados needs to have some time to build up, not just to evolve the Magikarp, but also to actually get the energy to start attacking and being the massive endgame threat he can be. This is the card that makes that possible. Druddigon, being able to be played in these decks, is not there to attack. It's not there to do anything other than sit out there and soak damage. But it does that in such an effective way, and because it has a 2 retreat cost, works extremely well with Leaf, and this is another addition, does that 20 damage that you need to do against stuff like Mewtwo EX. The card ends up being the perfect fit for the archetype. Greninja, I'm actually a little less convinced by. I realize that this is the typical version of the deck that everyone plays. Everyone's playing a lot of Gyarados, everyone's playing a lot of Greninja with Gyarados. The Greninja makes a lot of sense because it allows you to hit those breakpoints that Gyarados typically can't hit. But I will be honest with you, it did feel like sometimes this card was really gunking up my draws, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was a more streamlined version of the deck relying purely on Gyarados. But the more you rely purely on Gyarados, the more you open yourself up to the true weakness of the deck, which is Magikarp. This guy sucks. He is just absolutely terrible. Being vulnerable to Hitmonlee and Electabuzz, the new Electabuzz, in the backline is just devastating. And we're already seeing a lot of adaptation along those lines. Cards that are able to hit the backline, Blitzel, Hitmonlee, new Electabuzz, are extremely powerful against the Gyarados deck if they're able to just snipe off a Magikarp and prevent you from ever getting to Gyarados. And I think even if you're a Greninja version, it's pretty hard to win once you're in that situation. No matter what you're doing, you're putting yourself in a kind of Gyarados or nothing spot, and Gyarados' immense power is of course contrasted to Magikarp's lack thereof. This card is vulnerable on the back line, not just to Sabrina's, but to the degree that people are playing Electabuzz like that in Pikachu EX. They're playing Hitmonlee, they're playing Blitzel. You're seeing a lot of genuine reaction and saying, it's time to deal with this backline Magikarp. Don't think that it's going to be safe. And so evolving into Gyarados is important, but at the same time, if you then get like Sabrina'd out and you don't have the energy on Gyarados, and they like Pikachu EX you a couple times, you end up in a lot of trouble. This is a deck that is extremely good the less people are prepared for it, but I do think that the metagame very quickly is adapting to it. The deck that won Ursa Day's Pocket Weekly with 1,500 people was not a Gyarados deck, it was a fighting type deck running Hitmonlee so that it was able to deal with the Magikarp in the backline. Everyone is sucked in on the Golem part of it, which is cool and awesome, and I'm really excited about that, but what I really take as indicative of why that person won is that they came prepared basically the day after this deck broke out to beat this deck by exploiting the weakness of Magikarp. And I find that really impressive. Obviously, very deserved win. Huge shout out to them. But I think that that is an indication of the direction that the metagame can go to start dealing with Gyarados. Which sucks for me. We've talked a lot about the stock list of Gyarados, but I believe this one is actually what the deck wants to look like in a sort of generic sense. I think the Greninja stuff is too clunky. It's over-investing very heavily in trying to hit that breakpoint. We might as well just run some Giovannis to hit that breakpoint, etc. We still have Druddigons to try to get us to 150 to deal with Mewtwo. And so when you have a deck that looks like this, I'm actually much more into it. It makes much more intuitive sense to me. But this deck is even more weak to the fact that people are playing Hitmonlee, to the fact that people are playing Electabuzz. That is an incredible reaction to how strong Druddigon is. You can't get through a Druddigon, but you can sure blow up that backline Magikarp. And I think that is ultimately the thing that, if anything does, will hold Gyarados back. So when I talk about the secret to why Gyarados is good, it's twofold. One, it's a great Druddigon deck, and two, it is an extremely powerful Pokemon on its own. 180 means it lives through most stuff, 140 attack means it blows up most stuff. That's an amazing position to be in. It's basically the position Mewtwo EX was in the previous set, where it was just impossible, basically, unless you were Charizard, to one-hit it. And now we have a new Pokemon that is in that same position, hitting nearly as hard, but its weakness is setup time. if you blow up that Magikarp when they've been investing energy into it, which they're supposed to do that some of the time, the game ends. And that weakness is, I think, really dynamic. I am enjoying what this card, Gyarados EX, and this deck has done to the metagame, and I think it's a really interesting evolution, no pun intended, in terms of the texture of Pokemon TCG Pocket games. This is a new thing. A backline vulnerability for a deck like this is unique and interesting, and I'm really excited to see where the game goes from here. With all of that said, thank you so much for watching this far into the video. We're going to jump into some gameplay of me playing the Gyarados Greninja deck. I hope you enjoy that. And I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of why Gyarados EX is just so strong right now and what the metagame can do to adapt to it. As always, I've been KM Best, aka KM Pocket. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, we got Magikarp Gyarados. It's over for these hosts. Surely I'll do something with this and not hugely eat shit. Oh! Oh. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Average first game for this, eh? Average first game, eh? Oh, Jesus. Yo, check this shit out. Yo! Oh my god. I've never seen anyone as owned as me. Oh my, I'm even more owned. Hold on now. Oh, shit. Okay, I do like that. Go ahead. Kill my Magikarp, you fuck. Do it. Wait, you actually did it? What the hell? Why would you do that? Why would they do that? Why are they just letting this happen? Rampaging Whirlpool, dude! What? Why? You just lost the game. They just instantly lost. Dude, Gyarados is OP. I mean, Misty's OP, but what can you do, right? my man G-Dose is a beast. Oh my god. This is supposed to be... We did it. We have a Druddigon. We've acquired a Druddigon. Let's see how good he is. Well, Pikachu EX, not the ideal thing to see. See if we can't build up our guy on the back line. Normal Pikachu. A Raichu. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the Magneton is fucked. We're both just kind of sitting here till someone decides to do something. Which is good news if I get to a Greninja, which is technically only one draw away. But I don't think it seems very likely. I do like how Druddigon makes Zapdos's Peck just like totally useless. So here's my fear. The Raichu's 140. I don't think I'm supposed to have any fears. I think I just win. I think next turn I play Leaf and just win. Because even if they Raichu the shit out, Gyarados will live and will kill back. I don't think I can die. Gyarados shows up, kills a dude, kills another dude. He might as well be Charizard. This guy's great in these matchups. And Druddigon just, like, turning the game off for them. Also great in these matchups. Yeah, like, I don't think I can lose. Okay, no, well, I mean, I obviously can't play the Misty. I just wanted to see if I could hit it on the Druddigon. Gyarados EX, and then we just go take 2 prizes. Hello, I would like 2 prizes, please. That Whirlpool do be rampaging. Thank you for the 2 prizes. Unless you can one-hit this guy, you are losing the game. Hey, we also took an energy somewhere. Who did we take the energy from? Did they have 2 energy here or some shit? Anyway, go Lieutenant Surge. Yeah, that's 1 of 40. You have done 160. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Yeah, that 180. That 180, dude. They discard all their energy. And we eat them alive. Chomp. What the fuck? This is not a matchup we should win, except we keep winning it. Gary's so mean. What the shit? I'm into it, but what I'm convinced by is Magikarp, Gyarados, Druddigon. That convinces me. This Froakie shit, I don't think is convincing me. Try with Vaporeon? I think I might just try him in, like, some sort of 18T type deck with, like, Articuno and shit. I guess it's not 18T at that point, you know? But still. Richard, Starmie EX? I haven't. But I think I'd rather play Gyarados than Starmie, and they're in kind of the same role. Like, I think maybe it's just, like, supposed to be more trainers. Where it's like, Magikarp, Gyarados, Druddigon. That's the core. And then it's, like, Articuno trainers. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm right, but that's what it feels like. We're about to shit on this kid. Because if they evolve here, they fucking die. If they evolve here, we have the Greninja. And they are dead. And if they don't evolve here, we're at least getting one energy away from that Froakie. And trying to just invalidate their energy is a totally valid thing to do. Ah! Gonna retreat out into it, maybe? I am comfortable with this. We're gonna face down this Articuno with, but yeah, like, we could get Mistied, but we're gonna do it. I am gonna Misty onto the Magikarp, just in case. Oh, we got some hits. Love that. So we go Water Shuriken, the Articuno, unfortunately. And then Mist Slash again, the Articuno. We are trying to put it so that, like, there is no potion shit. Like, we need them dead even if they have a potion. Mew maybe is another wall. Yeah, like, I could buy a Mew package over Drud. One potion. I swear to God, if they have two potions, I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna fucking shit a brick. Like, it's fine, we can put Druddigon in, but it's not fucking fine, dude. Unreal. My kingdom for a Gyarados. I need a Gyarados right now. Come on, baby. So this leaves us, if they choose not to attack, open with Leaf. And if they choose to attack, well, we can just keep Water Shurikening stuff down. Druddigon, fuck. I guess we let them kill off the Magikarp if that's what they want. Go ahead. You got it. It's not my favorite, but it's far preferable to everything else that has happened here. And being able to invalidate 3 energy here matters just a ton. Tough. So we get a Water Shuriken onto Articuno EX. We get a Mist Slash onto Articuno EX. And it feels fairly difficult for them to figure out a way to come back in this scenario. If they evolve to Vaporeon, we're basically okay. Because we just get to sit here and, like, start popping. Okay. Onto the Magikarp looking for a Gyarados. Nope. I don't know what they could have done that would have won off of that. Seems like just a whole lot to ask. When's rare candy? Hopefully never. I've heard similar stuff. See, like, I buy the Druddigon works well with Froakie Greninja stuff. That makes sense to me. Going first, just slapping this guy out there, he is great. Like, he is just a beast. As long as you have something meaningful behind him on the setup. Like, this guy just going out there and being like, what's up, fuckers? Take 20? The 20's pretty relevant with Gyarados because 20 plus 140 beats a Mewtwo. That all seems about right to me. Surely we just pop off here, right? Fuck. Yeah, Druddigon with Gary does seem compelling. The problem I have is, like, when am I ever gonna fucking do anything? And the answer is, like, you know, never. Hello, I'm a Gyarados EX. I will be relevant in 4 turns. Actually, honestly, it may take longer than that. Oh, baby, Vine whip me. Vine whip my ass. Let's fucking go. Druddigon popping off, dude. Look at that rough skin. Let's go, dude. Druddigon. Just absolute beast mode. Absolute beast mode on the Druddigon. For the record, I know someone's probably wondering, why am I investing in Gyarados EX when I could be investing in Greninja? Fuck Greninja. I need something that'll kill a friggin' Celebi. I need something that'll kill a friggin' Celebi. Alright? It's crucial. Dude, attack me. Die to the rough skin. Look how rough that skin is. My god. Look how rough that skin is. There's the Celebi. Yep. Oh shit. That's horrifying. Really? Just gonna chill on that? Alright. I don't think they can win. But what do I know? I think we just munch through everything here. I think we just go Burr. Get a second Drud out. Rampaging Whirlpool. Water Shuriken. I guess the backline Snivy? No, we'll do the Celebi. It's not relevant, but... Alright, discard that energy off the Celebi, please. Damn. It was worth a shot. But, like, way I see it, either they send in the Celebi, it dies, or they send in the Snivy and therefore lock themselves out of ever having enough coin flips to actually do 180. So I think they're just boned here. Yeah, I mean, even if you do 100, the game ends. Sick, dude. You're like, oh, yeah, surely he'll never be able to retreat out. Fucking idiot. I'm being so rude. I'm being so rude. I don't know why I'm being so rude. Oh, dude, you just let me retreat out. Hell yeah, brother. You didn't even want to kill that guy. Like, I needed to leave. Now I don't. I mean, you know, I had to. It didn't matter, but you know. Time to start doing the old G, do, C, do. Goodbye. Ugh. 180 on a stage 1. Is that the most HP of any stage 1? Going second. They're a Pikachu deck, which means what matters is setting up Gyarados. Our job is simply get to Gyarados as fast as possible. Great Druddigon draw here. Unbelievably good. We're actually seeing, like, the upside of Leap Out here is that we were able to do this. What does stage mean? Oh, like the number of evolutions. Druddigon, excellent. The matchup does hinge on us getting to Gyarados, unfortunately. Gyarados is the important card here. Fuck. Misty's also pretty important. Come on, Gyarados. Okay. Alright, who's a believer? Who's a believer? Shit. Well, the good news is that Druddigon is going to be able to reasonably stall, and we should get to the old Gyarados boom boom play, because there's nothing in this deck that can one-shot a Gyarados. So, and even here, they still do 90, because they drew 2, so there's no Giovanni forthcoming. So the Druddigon hits for 90, or they hit the Druddigon for 90, it gets them back for 20. We have an extra turn in which we can then, you know, Gyarados the shit out of them. I'm pretty sure they're dead. Forehead Zapdos incoming? I don't think they have the energy. I don't know how they get the energy to that. They could, like, just never attack the Druddigon and wait, which puts them dead to my Leaf, basically. Whoa. Yo, they're cooking. I mean, hell yeah, this is slick, right? You go for the... It's probably not that one. Yeah, I mean, pressure's on. So next turn, we send in the guy. I think I know what their play is supposed to be. I think I know what their play is supposed to be. That, I don't think is it. I don't think it's that. What they were supposed to do was put an energy on this electrode. I think they're going for the forehead Zapdos for what it's worth. Like, they're going to put the electrode out now. But if they'd been able to get attacks off with this electrode, like, if they had been able to hit me here, then their Pikachu Circle Circuit would have been able to finish it off. I think they had a guaranteed win, and they went for the coin flips instead. You know, I get what they're doing, but they had a guaranteed win, and now they're on the coin flips instead of the guarantee. So, I mean, in addition, if our Whirlpool hits that Thundering Hurricane, they also lose. Come on. God, it keeps hitting our shit. Alright, so here's their coin flip. They need 4 or 3 with a Giovanni. So we are either 80% or 60% to win the game. With Giovanni 60, without 80. So we're 80% to win the game. We win. No, I think they had a much better plan than this. I think if they had sent in the Electrode, done 90 to the Gyarados, we would have died, because we were all in on this Gyarados. They had a much better plan than going for the Zapdos coin flip. What's the other guy? Two Leaf, 2 Pokeball, 2 Professor's Research. There's another, like, just, like, really obvious card that everyone runs in every deck. Misty, yes. Thank you. That is, in fact, the really obvious card that everyone runs in every deck. Yo, Druddigon, chilling on the Zapdos. Right. Pikachu. All right, look, it's just another matchup where we need to get to Gyarados, and that is it. That is really interesting. Okay, I mean, it was worth a shot. Let's see if we can get to Gyarados. We've got a Greninja setting up. Motherfucker. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Surely I just draw Gyarados. Punish this shit. Surely I don't go another game not drawing Gyarados. Of course I do. Dude, when this deck doesn't draw Gyarados, it is just, like, so fucking bad. I am becoming more and more convinced that the part of this deck I like, Druddigon, Gyarados, Magikarp, and the part of this deck I don't is everything else diluting it. Give me, like, a goddamn Articuno in here at this point. Give me literally 2 Articuno EX. I'm not even joking. Yeah, if we get Gyarados, we win the game. If we don't get Gyarados, we lose the game. Very straightforward. Get Gyarados in the top half of my deck. Now we are on They Don't Have a Second Sabrina. Now we are on They Don't Have a Second Sabrina. I think they have it, though. They're playing confidently. Oh, shit, we're good. Nothing in this deck lives through a whirlpool. We're good. We did it. Oh, they're going to try to paralyze me? Okay, acceptable. I have some coin flips, and then I should be okay, hopefully. Okay, they have paralyzed me. Now let's see if I can recover. Oh, that's not how that works. Right, shit. Oh, boy. All right, we have... If we miss this coin flip, we are dead. This coin flip takes us to 120. Oh, no, we have 2 more coin flips. This one takes us to 120. Pikachu does 110. So they just have to get 3 coin flips in a row, or... Yeah, there we go. There we go. I mean, smart play by them, playing to their outs. Good Dedenne.